Yes, the addendum. How will we find the effect of preference shares on debentures? Understand this. First of all, number of shares will obtain in the same manner. Whatever is existing number of equity shares, in that we will add potential equity shares. Okay, in that we will add potential equity shares. Which potential equity shares? Convertible preference shares converted into equity shares. Convertible preference shares converted into equity shares will be added and you'll get revised weights. Revised weighted average number of equity shares. Now understand how to find the effect on profit. Put your pens down, write it later on. In debentures, how did we find the effect on profits? Existing profit after tax, then add interest on debentures, then minus tax on interest. Now here, in future, if preference shares get converted into equity shares, then we will not be required to pay preference dividend. In future, if preference shares get converted into equity shares, then we will not be required to pay preference dividend. So will the profits increase by the amount of preference dividend or not? I am asking you.
Yes.
Will the profits increase by the amount of preference dividend or not? Because you will not have to pay the amount of preference dividend. Further, in case of preference dividend, the tax has opposite effect. I told you that dividend is exempted. In SYB we have been discussing it. Dividend is exempted from tax in the hands of shareholders. Why? Why shareholders are not required to pay tax on dividend?
Because company already paid the tax.
Because company itself pays the tax on dividend. What do you call that as? Company itself pays the tax on dividend. What we used to call that as? DDT, dividend distribution tax, or CDT, corporate dividend tax. Now if you don't have to pay dividend in future, then company will not be required to pay that tax also in future. Means company will not only save the dividend, but company will also save the amount of tax. So your tax has opposite effect. In interest on debentures, what happens? If in future you don't pay interest, then your tax burden increases because interest was a tax deductible expense, and interest comes before profit after tax. In fact, before profit before tax, but preference dividend comes after profit after tax. So you don't save any tax. In fact, you have to pay more tax. If you pay dividend, you have to pay tax. So your tax has opposite effect. In future, company will not be paying dividend also, and company will not be paying tax also on that. Means in future, company's profits available for equity shareholders will increase by the amount of dividend as well as tax. So here what we will do is, existing profits attributable to equity shareholders. Okay, existing profits attributable to equity shareholders. In that, in future, if preference shares get converted into equity shares, then company will not have to pay preference dividend. So profits will increase by the amount of preference dividend. And also, if company does not have to pay preference dividend, company also does not have to pay tax on that. So profits will also increase by dividend distribution tax or corporate dividend tax on preference dividend. This will be the revised profits attributable to equity shareholders. So, what is the difference in debentures and preference shares? In debentures, we add the amount of interest, but we minus tax on interest. But in preference shares, we add the amount of preference dividend as well as we add the amount of tax on preference dividend. Logic: in debentures, interest is a tax deductible expense. It comes before profit, before tax. So if you don't pay interest in future, your tax liability will increase. So we subtract the tax. And in preference shares, tax comes after, dividend and tax both comes after profit after tax. And in future, if you don't pay preference dividend, company itself does not have to pay tax also on the same. So profits will increase by the amount of dividend as well as it will increase by the amount of tax on the same. Okay, will you all remember this? In debentures, interest is added but tax is subtracted. In preference shares, dividend is also added and tax is also added. Any confusions in this? Right, go. So, completed everyone? Look at question number 6. Be attended. Page number 36, question number 6. Star company capital structure contains equity shares as well as 10% preference shares. Equity share capital 20 lakh shares of 10 each. So, what are the existing number of equity shares? 20 lakhs. Everyone be attended. 10% preference shares of 10 lakh shares of rupees 20 each. Convertible into 2 equity shares of rupees 10 each. So, convertible preference shares will be converted into how many equity shares as a potential equity share? 1 preference share, 2 equity shares. So, 10 lakh preference shares. How many equity shares? 10 lakhs into 2 by 1, 20 lakhs. Is everyone clear with this? Further, what will be the amount of preference dividend here? We attended preference dividend here. 10 lakh shares of 20 each means 2 crore. 10 lakh shares of rupees 20 each. So 10 lakhs into 20, the value is 2 crores. And 2 crores, 10% preference dividend will be 20 lakhs. Did everyone understand this? No information is given about DDT, so ignore that. Okay, if DDT is mentioned, then will be considered, otherwise no. Profit available to equity shareholders is rupees 50 lakhs. So existing profits available to equity shareholders is 50 lakhs. Calculate basic EPS and diluted. All of you are clear with this? So let us solve it. Write down. First we find revised range. So existing number of equity shares is equal to, keep silence, existing number of equity shares is equal to 20 lakhs plus potential equity shares Now here we have to take convertible preference shares converted into equity shares. So 1 preference share is converted into 2 equity shares. And we have how many preference shares? 10 lakhs. So that will be converted into how many equity shares? 10 lakhs into 2 divided by 1. 20 lakh equity shares potential. So revised Wales is 40 lakhs. Is everyone clear with this? In the same way, we have to find revised profits also. So first of all, existing profits attributable to equity shareholders is how much? 50 lakhs. In that we will add preference dividend now 10 lakh preference shares into 20 rupees means 2 crores is the value of preference shares and the rate of dividend is 10%, that is again 20 lakhs. Dividend distribution tax is not mentioned, otherwise that also we would have added. So 50 lakhs plus 20 lakhs, 70 lakhs is revised profits attributable to equity shareholders. Understood this, everyone? Now first we have to find basic EPS, that is profits attributable to equity shareholders divided by wins. We have profits attributable to equity shareholders divided by wins. What are the profits attributable to equity shareholders existing? 50 lakhs. Divided by what is existing number of equity shares? 20 lakhs. So rupees 2.5. Did you understand this? And for diluted EPS, instead of profits we will take revised profits attributable to equity shareholders divided by revised wins. So revised profits are 70 lakhs divided by revised wins are 40 lakhs. Okay, revised profit 70 lakhs divided by revised wins 40 lakhs, that is 1.75. See, has the EPS decreased or not? That is the reason we call it as diluted. Is everyone clear with it? Now one more you will explain me and one you will try on your own. So look at question number 7. We ended 7 you will explain me and 8 you will do on your own. Shemru Limited's capital structure contains equity shares as well as 13% preference shares. Equity share capital 30 lakh shares of 10 each. What are the existing number of shares? 30 lakhs. 13% preference shares, 15 lakh shares of rupees 30 each, convertible into 3 equity shares of rupees 10 each. So they will, how many potential equity shares they will have? Be attentive. Vaibhav? Correct. Convertible into 3 equity shares. So 1 preference shares will get converted into 3 equity shares. Presently there are 15 lakh equity shares. They will get converted into how many? So 15 lakhs into 3 by 1, 45 lakhs. Did you all understand this portion? And here what will be the amount of preference dividend? What will be the value of 15 lakh shares? 15 lakhs into 34 crore 50 lakhs. And dividend is 13%, so 4 crore 50 lakhs into 13%. Did everyone understand this? Profits available to equity shareholders is 75 lakhs. That is existing profits. Again, the rate of DDT is not given. Calculate basic and diluted EPS. Let us do it. Question number 7. Maida,
Existing number of equity shares,
existing
30 lakhs.
number of equity shares is equal to 30 lakhs
And potential equity shares,
and potential equity shares. One preference share is converted into 3 equity shares.
So 15 lakhs into 3 divided by 1.
So 15 lakhs, how many? 15 lakhs into 3 by 1. 45 lakhs potential equity shares. So 75 lakhs is the revised weights. Is everyone clear with this? Then Kamal, existing profits attributable to equity shareholders is equal to 75 lakhs at preference dividend
into
15 lakhs into rupees 30 each into rate of dividend is 13%. So 4 crore 50 lakhs 13%, that is 50 8 lakh 50,000. So 75 and 58, 1 crore 33 lakh 50,000. That is revised profits attributable to equity shareholders. Now, basic EPS is equal to profits attributable to equity shareholders divided by weights Dushan.
75 lakh upon 30.
Yes, existing profits are 75 lakhs and existing equity shares are 30 lakhs. So 2.5 and diluted EPS is equal to revised profits attributable to equity shareholders divided by revised weights. So, Himadri, 1 crore 33 lakh, 1 crore 33 lakh 50,000 divided by revised weights is 75 lakhs, 1.78. Did everyone understand this? So, question number 8 I am discussing and you'll solve it on your own. Be attentive. Maxell Limited's capital structure contains equity shares as well as 12% preference shares. Equity share capital 4 lakh shares of 100 each. So existing number of shares are 4 lakhs. 12% preference shares 2 lakh shares of 150 each convertible into 2 equity shares of 100 each. So, Shubham, what will be the number of potential equity shares?
4 lakhs.
Yes, 1 lakh converted into, 1 converted into 2. So 2 lakh shares converted into how many? 2 lakhs into 2 by 1? 4 lakhs. And Ayushi, what will be the amount of preference dividend? 2 lakh preference shares into 150, that is 3 crores into 12%, that is 36 lakhs. Profits attributable to equity shareholders is 60 lakhs, that is existing profits, calculate basic and diluted. Do it on your own right now. Okay, be attentive now. Anyone still solving it? Question 17A on page 38. Question 17A on page 38, be attentive. Following is the capital structure of A Limited for the year 2014 to 15. Equity share capital 3 lakh shares of 100 each. So presently there are how many number of equity shares? 3 lakhs. Now 8% preference share capital 4,50,000 shares of rupees 50 each. So presently there are 4,50,000 shares of 50 each. Now preference shares are convertible as underline for every 2 preference share 1 equity share of 100 each fully paid up is to be issued. So Himalaya, how will you find the number of potential equity shares? Wrong. Stereotype routine, copy paste in every question, same thing. Shalini?
For 2 preference shares, 1 equity share, so 4,50,000 into 1 divided by 2.
Yes, correct. Read it carefully. What did I make you underline now? Now it's not for 1 preference shares, 2 or 3 equity shares. Now it is opposite. What is given to you for? 2 preference shares, 1 equity share. So for 4,50,000, how many? 4,50,000 into 1 by 2, 2,25,000 equity shares. Did you understand this?
Yes.
And what will be the amount of preference dividend, Mansi? How will you count preference dividend? Did you do the previous question on your own? Yes, how will we count the preference dividend? Anju? 4,50,000 into 50, its value will be 2 crore 25 lakhs into 8%. Yes, further profits available for equity shareholders is rupees 40 lakhs existing profits. Now underline dividend distribution tax is 19.99%. So now we'll add preference dividend also and dividend distribution tax also. By the way, the recent dividend distribution tax rate for assessment year 17 to 18 is 20.36%. So in your exams now, if it comes, it will come with the rate of, they'll mention it. You don't have to remember the rate. Like this is for the year 14 to 15, you can see on the previous page, it is that year's exam. So at that time the rate was 19.99%, but now in your exams when it comes, it will come with the DDT rate of 20.36%. Is everyone clear with this? On which amount will you count this 19.99%? On the amount of preference dividend. Okay, dividend distribution tax will be calculated on the amount of preference dividend. Is everyone clear with this? So let us solve it. Question number 17A. Yes, first of all, existing number of equity shares are how many? 3 lakhs. And how will we find the convertible preference shares, potential equity shares? Now for every 2 preference share, it is converted into 1 equity share. So 4,50,000 preference shares will be converted into how many? Did you understand this, everyone? $4,50,000 into 1 by 2. That is 2,25,000 equity shares. So 5,25,000 equity shares. Any doubts with this? All are clear with it? Everyone? Now, who are still writing this? Raise your hand. What are the existing profits given to you? 40 lakhs. First of all, we will add preference dividend Mansi, how will you count preference dividend? 4,50,000 into rupees 50, that is 2 crore 25 lakhs into 8%. How much does that come to? 18 lakhs. And further we have to add DDT on preference dividend. Now as per the given question's rate, what is the rate of DDT? 19.99%. You count this 19.99% on which value? 18 lakhs. So 18 lakhs into 19.99 percentage. 359,820. So revised profits will come to 61,59,820. Did you understand this, everyone? These are the revised profits. So effect of DDT is clear. In debentures the tax is subtracted, tax on interest. But in preference shares the tax is added. This is dividend distribution tax. Okay, and what is the existing rate? 20.36%. So in your exams currently it will come at 20.36%. Now basic EPS, existing profits, that is 40 lakhs divided by existing profits are 40 lakhs divided by existing number of equity shares 3 lakhs, 13.33, and revised profit 61,59,820 divided by revised gains are 5,25,000, 11.73. You can see the earning per share has gone down, therefore diluted EPS. So all activity effect of preference shares are counted and DDT also. Question number 13 is your homework 1-3. In that DDT I want you to include it. So write down DDT rate 20.36%. Question number 13. All of you mentioned DDT rate 20.36%. You take the recent one. Okay? So that will be your homework. Just orally discussing. Next tomorrow we'll solve mixed example. Now last topic is remaining. This week the chapter will be over. Mixed example means you'll have preference shares and debentures in the same example. Okay? Listen carefully. When there are debentures, how do you find revised gains when there are debentures? Existing number of shares plus potential equity shares, convertible debentures converted into equity shares. And when there are preference shares, then further you add potential equity shares, convertible preference shares converted into equity shares. If there are both of them, debentures also and preference shares also. Able to understand? In the same example, you have convertible debentures also and convertible preference shares also. Raise your hand. How will you find revised gains? How will you find revised gains if there are both convertible debentures also and convertible preference shares also? So how will you find it? Tell me. Existing number of equity shares
plus potential equity share.
but plus potential equity shares.
In that convertible preference share and convertible preference.
Okay, potential equity shares plus convertible debentures converted into equity shares. Then again we will add potential equity shares, convertible preference shares converted into equity shares. Same way, raise your hand. How will you find revised profits? If there are both debentures as well as preference shares, how will you find revised profits? Raise your hand. Dushyant?
We'll add both दोनों का interest.
Tell me step by step everything. What all will you add? What all will you manage? Tell me both. Existing profits attributable to equity shareholders. Then
Add preference dividend.
add preference dividend
debenture interest.
Add debenture interest. Over.
And add DDT.
Add DDT. Over. Suraj, tell me completely. Dono, tell me in detail, tell me completely. Existing profits attributable to equity shareholders. Add interest on debentures. Less tax on interest.
Profit attributable to
Hmm.
share. Then again we will find
Add.
add preference dividend
Then add preference dividend.
and DDT.
Add DDT, you'll get revised profits and then calculated in the same formula. Okay. Now keep it in mind, this is what you don't have to do. When you have convertible debentures also and convertible preference shares also, there is a different procedure to be adopted. Altogether different. So don't even absent tomorrow. It is not like simply add both the things and you get the answer. It is a complicated procedure that I'll explain you tomorrow only. Okay? So bye everyone.